What you making?
I'm making a German cake. They call it a Kuchen. Yeah, Kuchen. Anyways, it has a kind of a crusty base with a peach custard on top. Remember when we were in Germany in the 1990s? In the cake culture they had there? We were so surprised by it. They're really delicious.
Cake culture is amazing.
So I'm going to put this recipe in the newsletter, so I'm making half of it, so don't worry about the amounts. I'm going to give you the link. But you need some flour. And this is actually, I decided to try this self-rising flour. They said it's really good for cakes and pastries. So if you do this, you'll have to add some baking powder to it, but this has it all in it.
We like King Arthur because it's employee-owned.
And look, just a tad of sugar. And then you just want to work it with your fingers until it looks a little bit like a pie crust.
And is the butter cold or room temperature?
It's cold. I cut it into little pieces.
Oh.
And then you just work it into the
That's
flour.
how you do pie too. You use the butter cold, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
You can also put this into a food processor and pulse it, but I kind of like to work it with my fingers. So you can see the texture of this is changing. It doesn't look like flour anymore. It kind of looks like salt. I mean, not salt, it's grains of sand. And once it's all the butter is broken down and combined with the flour mixture, I'm going to put it into this pan. The bottom pops out of it. So it's ready when you go like that, and it stays together. And then you're just gonna
That's the cover of the butter.
Yeah, just put it in the bottom. And then I'm gonna dump this in and press it into the bottom of the pan. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. So you can see that's
350, the magic temperature for almost everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And these peaches look super ripe.
Yeah. I made some peach jam the other day as well. Kevin, show them the peach jam.
These are clingstone.
You can see when they're really ripe, you can just peel the skin off of them fairly easily. Peach jam yesterday as well. This is just peaches with sugar and cardamom. You just boil it down till
the little black specks are cardamom seeds, huh?
If you're having a hard time getting off the fuzzy skin, you can boil peaches in hot water for like 2 minutes and then dip them into cold water and the skin comes right off.
Usually do that with peaches that are less ripe.
Yeah. If they're really ripe, see that how it just kind of comes off?
These peaches, when you get them at the farmer's market, are picked when they're ripe, close to ripe.
Yeah.
In contrast, the peaches that are shipped in from Georgia or other locations, they have to pick them before they're ripe because they won't ship well. They'll easily bruise.
I don't want to use that one. That one's a little...
Yeah. And these are clingstone, meaning you have to work a little bit to get the stone out of the center. They don't just pop out. There's a difference between peaches in this style, which are very orange, and a classic New England style, which are more whitish.
Yeah, I think they call them a white peach. I never knew white peaches existed until the farmer's market came.
Yeah, you almost never see white peaches in the supermarket.
And I must say, you know, I'll can peaches every year because I love to have them on waffles in the winter. And when I can white peaches, they never look as pretty as the orange ones. I should say the peach ones. You can cut these peaches any way you want. Some people like to cut them in slices and put them in a pattern around, but I like to see the whole peach. Yeah, these are good. This must be 2 years old. There might be white peaches in it.
So you canned these, you think, a couple years ago?
No, these are from last year.
Oh, last year.
I think I had some in the cabinet that were 2 years old that I didn't get to, but you can see the nice color of them.
So, some cane sugar or some vanilla sugar with cinnamon from Hippie Pilgrim from Plimpton.
A little sugar, a little cinnamon. You know, you could put any spice in there you like if you like ginger or nutmeg or cloves. And then just put it over the top of the peaches.
That is going to smell good.
And now you put it in the oven for 15 minutes. So while the cake is cooking, you want to separate an egg because you only want the egg yolk. I always save my egg whites and either make some meringues or waffles and use them when I make waffles. So 1 egg yolk, but the recipes, I'm making a smaller amount of the recipe.
This is for custard.
This is the custard. What you're going to do is after the cake, it's in the oven, cooks 15 minutes, you're going to pour, this is heavy cream from Thatcher Farm. And,
Super heavy.
yeah.
Thatcher Farm is out of Milton.
And you're going to pour that in.
Though the milk products are now coming out of Vermont.
And this is what makes it like a peach custard cake. I've never made this, but it sounds delicious, so I can't wait to try it. They do a similar thing with plums. Kevin and I had a plum tart, custard plum tart over there when we were in Germany. That was just out of this world. This is cooked 15 minutes.
So some of it's starting to caramelize. Sugars.
And you just pour the custard over the top. Put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes.
The great reveal.
Here we go.
You can smell the cardamom.
It's not cardamom, Kevin, it's cinnamon.
Is that what it is? Cinnamon?
And I'm just going to sprinkle some
Vanilla sugar with cinnamon from Hippie Pilgrim.
We saw Suzanne in Braintree the other day.
All right.
Okay, here it is. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Okay, we're gonna slice it. Oh, listen to that. This is really gonna be good.